Welcome.
To episode 52 of our Run Club, the podcast. Very special episode. We have a
very special guest.
Lovely guest. His name is Gilbert Taylor, a.k.a. Gilly.
We call him Gilly.
We call him Gilly.
Yeah.
You have to be very good friends with him to call him Gilly.
Very good friends.
Yes.
Otherwise...
Not just anybody can call him Gilly.
He'll kill you.
Oh, goodness. But no, we know Gilly through our we started our relationship with Gilly through our beginning runner group.
Yes.
And Gil has began with walking and running and gradually built up. I think you've done a half marathon.
Yeah,
right?
A couple
and
of them.
he's done a couple half marathons, so we thought we'd get him on
first
here.
one in the woods.
I remember that. That was fun. But we thought we'd get him on just to get your story and kind of learn a little bit about what that journey was like, starting from scratch and then going all the way up to the half. So if you have the time here, if you can fit it in to like a 30-minute block.
I'll do the best I can.
Maybe just give us like a kind of a Marvel Comics origin story of your running career.
Well, it started, I used to see you guys set up on the boulevard. I was walking. I went to a gym. I was a pretty big guy at one time. Mm-hmm. I went to a gym. I lost a lot of weight.
Define big.
When you say
how big we talking?
I went up one year, the doctor says, I got you clocked in at 198 this year. You put on 298. You put on 2 pounds since last year. So
wow,
I was a good sized guy.
Yeah.
So so I started in the gym. Mm-hmm. Losing weight, working on cardio and stuff. I got down, and then I used to do a little on the treadmill on Sunday mornings. 30 minutes. I liked it. I liked the treadmill then.
Right.
Because
totally.
I haven't ran outside since I was a kid,
Yeah.
But, so the gym, then I just started power walking. And I used to walk from my house to the boulevard, and I used to see that tent, when you guys used to do
a Roadrunner tent.
The Roadrunner tent on the boulevard once a month. And then one time I finally went over there and I talked to you. I don't know if you remember that night.
Oh, of course.
It was like a September. I said, because it said runners and walkers.
Yep.
I said, I want to get into that. So you asked me to come. I went to the last one, and I was at the back of the line, ready to walk that, and nobody else was walking. So I said, I better run. So, and off I went.
There you go.
I think I covered it in 30 minutes that night, too.
That's impressive, man.
With a little stop, coming back up the hill.
Yeah,
But it wasn't bad, and I was just hooked after that. Well, I was used to do a little bit, walk, run a little. But that really got me into it.
Yeah.
And then I joined the beginners. That was in 14, I believe it was.
It was like Couch to 5K program.
The
so you
Couch
did
to
that.
5K,
Yep.
And here I am today.
Look at that. That's, to go from like 0 to a half marathon is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
To be honest, as someone who's been running for 20 something years, starting when I was 14 or something, I can't imagine what the effort has to be like to go to not run for a long time, right? Like you would.
When I was a kid, I ran a little bit. Because I was an athlete in high school, and
right.
I used to go out for a run, but nothing like this,
Yeah.
Yeah, but to go from that,
To go from smoking for 38 years.
Yeah, you were overweight. You were smoking for 38 years.
I was a mess.
That's wild.
Yeah.
38 years I smoked. This will be March 14th. Will be 13 years, I believe.
Yeah.
I haven't had a cigarette.
And what was the kind of spark that caused you to quit smoking and think a little bit more about your health?
Well, the spark for me was the price of
Right.
them. Well,
Yeah.
Over the years you try to quit. Most people that smoke try to quit,
Mm-hmm.
I had tried many times, and I got into a program at Butler,
Yeah.
and they actually paid me to quit. So,
Well, hey, how about that? Nothing
That's
wrong
the
with
way to
that.
do it.
$50
That's
gift
the way to
card
do it.
$50 gift card Next thing you know,
There you
I
go.
was all done with it. But then, I had lost a little bit of weight and put a little bit back on after I quit,
Mm-hmm.
and Then I got back up and got into that, working out. Became a gym rat for over a year. 7 days a week I was in the gym.
Do you feel like you have like an addictive personality?
Once I get into something.
Once you get into something, you're
Yeah.
kind of in it.
Yeah, pretty much. I was
Yeah.
the same way with the running. Once I got pretty good for an old guy.
I like
Yeah,
that's
man,
what I'm
you
saying. I remember.
You got way into it. I mean,
Yeah,
you did
yeah.
the beginner running group, and then you were just doing
I was just
tons of
like
miles.
possessed.
You trimmed off a lot of
Possessed
weight.
I
And,
was.
yeah,
Yeah.
good for
The
you.
doctor said to me the last time I seen him, because I put weight on, I just lost another 20 pounds, back down,
Right.
because all those health issues I had the last couple of years. So.
Mhm.
But he said, what happened to you? Oh, you were so into the running, what happened?
Yeah.
I was just depressed because of the injury, because
Right.
of that, first of all. I came
Right,
back
right.
from that internal injury, that
Yeah.
sickness.
Could you go into
And-
that a little bit? Like what?
I
Because
was-
you came back. Like
I was training for the Chicago Marathon.
Yeah, you got to
Right.
the point where we were training for the Chicago
And I
Marathon.
started,
Yeah.
I used to, be running with Christine.
yeah.
And sometimes I just used to, my doctor I was on Prilosec for 5 or 6 years. But he said it was indigestion,
Mm-hmm.
And they put me some stress tests and this and that. Oh, just take this, it was just acid reflux, which I knew it wasn't that because I never had a problem with that.
Right.
So as it turns out, that day in July,
Mhm.
I went out for a 6-mile run. A
Yeah.
friend of mine passed away.
Mhm.
I was going to his wake, but I ran 6 miles that night at like an 8:02 pace. Like it was nothing.
Yep.
And then that Sunday morning, we were supposed to be going for a 16-mile
I remember
run,
that.
and I was on my kitchen floor, doubled over.
Oof.
So, and that was the beginning of a gallbladder that went into a pancreas thing that ended up with an abdominal aneurysm. And so, I was basically on my back for 7 months.
Right. Yeah.
Carrying an IV bag around for 4 months.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just trying to walk. I
that's
went down
brutal.
from that point. But when I first got sick, I was 206 pounds,
Mhm.
which was a good weight.
Yeah, that's solid.
I went down to 164.
Wow.
You know
Just
what I
in
mean?
the
I was like a
hospital there.
I was like a skeleton.
Yeah. I mean, jeez.
I couldn't eat nothing.
Right.
Then I was getting back from that, and then I decided to get into that bicycle ride,
Oh yeah, I remember that.
which
I
was
remember the bicycle ride.
was
the
a big
MS
mistake.
like 100 or
150, yeah.
150.
Yeah.
Yep. So
3 miles in, I crashed.
well, there you go. So
hit
that-
your head.
Hit my head.
The
Good thing I had a
MS3.
helmet on.
Yeah.
I hit everything.
Right.
Woke up and they were putting me in a rescue squad. My
Jeez
first ride in a rescue.
Can you imagine that?
You come back from all that, from the gallbladder issue and the pancreas issue, which put you out.
Put me out.
As you said to me, you almost checked out. It was that
Yeah,
bad.
with that abdominal aneurysm.
Yes.
The surgeon said right on, before they went to sleep, he said, if that goes,
Yeah.
there's nothing we can do for you. Well, but I woke up.
Yeah.
And you came back from that.
Yeah, I
you
was
came
doing
back
pretty
in,
good.
you
I was
get
coming
fit
back pretty
again.
strong, yeah.
Yeah, I remember
And
that.
you going on this bike ride, and then you fall and hit your
I
head.
should have went and ran the Gatsby instead of going on that
I remember
bike ride.
having that discussion with you, Gilly. I was lobbying really hard for you to run the 5K.
To run the
with me,
5K race
Yeah.
instead of doing the.
Instead of getting into
but you
that bike
had to
stuff.
go and ride your bike.
Yeah, I had to go. Give it a whirl.
You
I
know.
had to try something different.
So it was a head injury. What else?
The
Anything
head
else in
injury
that?
turned into that really. The concussion, I ended up with vertigo.
Yeah, I remember you had a tough time coming back from that. When you were trying to run, you were off balance. Felt like you were
Yeah,
fall
well, I should
down,
have.
and so
Well, because right after that bike accident, that was a Saturday. Monday, I went back to work.
Yeah.
I'm self-employed.
Yeah.
I had just been 7 months on my back, not working. You know what I mean? I couldn't afford to take more time off.
Right. Right.
I should have been in a dark room, I guess, somewhere with the concussion I had.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was running, and then like September, the doctor said, "You shouldn't be doing this," because I went back like that. I still got this concussion. That's when I was diagnosed with the vertigo.
Yeah.
Right.
That's when I had in the hip.
Yeah.
The bursitis in the hip.
yeah, and that was after. That was after.
That was after that.
Okay.
But that was flaring up when we were doing the beginners that fall.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yes.
We were doing a stretch, and I
Right.
said, "Oh, what is that?" It's like a knife in my hip.
I remember. Yeah.
And that was all due from the injury, a year before.
Right. So what kept you like going?
I don't know.
Because when you had that pancreatitis and the aneurysm and all that, you still decided, I'm gonna get back into this running thing.
That's because I love it.
Yeah.
You know. So then this has been tough. I've been on, not running for quite a long time now.
Right.
It's pretty depressing.
Yeah,
you
right,
know?
right.
Can be for sure.
Yeah.
I know. Just I've had injuries in the past that aren't quite as serious as what you had going on. But like when I can't run, I turn into a miserable.
I decided not to run tonight because my ankle's hurting me, and I'm pretty bummed out about it. I'm still second guessing myself.
Right.
Still thinking I might go out later on for a few miles. I'm seriously. So yeah, it's got messes with your brain. It really, really does.
It
Right.
does.
Especially when you love it.
Especially when
If
you're
a runner.
on social media and all your friends are
Oh,
Yeah.
that's got to be.
posting. I'm saying, look at this guy running. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Drives me crazy.
But you're getting back into it though.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
That's
going to
good.
be a while, but
So.
Right.
I've made quite a big improvement just from the beginning of February till
Yeah.
now. So
Yeah.
So you say the beginning of February is like marks your comeback, basically, getting back into it.
well, because I got into the Winter Warrior thing.
Yes,
Right.
Get a little jump,
that's good.
Little
kick,
jolt.
little kick
Absolutely.
in the backside.
How's the hip though? How's the bursitis?
I feel pretty good. That's pretty good. The dizziness is good.
You don't get the vertigo or dizziness or
No,
anything
the
right now?
vertigo's kind of.
Who knew that running would affect a concussion, right? I don't know.
Oh, you're
Never-
bouncing.
But you are
Right,
bouncing.
yeah.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
It's bouncing around. I shouldn't have been doing that.
If you have the vertigo going on, it's probably tough to keep your
But
balance
I
and
was
stuff.
that's all I wanted to do was run. I wanted to get back to where I was. That's all that's pushing me right
You're a
now.
typical runner.
I know.
That's a
Getting
runner. That's
back.
typical
You will.
runner attitude.
And hoping that I can get back to where I was.
Oh, you will for sure. For sure.
Well, I'm 3 years old. I'm 58 years old. You know?
Yeah. Well, you got to take.
Not as old as Ray, but
Spring chicken over here, you know. And nobody knows how old Ray is.
No, it's
I
like-
think he told me one time. I think he might be like 53 now.
I might have lied about what I told you. I tell people different things and no one really knows.
Right. I thought he was like 35.
I'm actually in my 70s, and I look, I would say that I look pretty damn good
You
for
look good for
70s, right,
70s.
You
You
know?
do.
Got a little gray in my beard,
Well,
but
he
you know
uses that little
that.
stuff there. What do
You
they
know?
call that then?
This is just for men.
Just for
Just
men,
for
yeah.
men.
Little just
I use a
for
little
men.
shoe polish.
We should get a sponsorship.
I know.
Just for
Yeah,
men.
if we could, that'd be
The
great.
gray shoe polish.
Yes. But seriously though, you got to just ease back into it. Listen to your body, and you'll be back at it. And not too much, not too much too soon. You don't want to do that.
I've been taking it easy. Well,
So
I,
have you
had, I had to
started-
walk. It was tough.
Did you
I
start
started
with
off
like
in
a
February.
walk?
Well, when I started off in February, I couldn't run 100 yards without stopping. You know what I mean?
Right.
And now
Now, how far are you going?
I did 6. I did a 10K on Sunday.
Well, all right.
Well, I could take a break when you got to cross the main road or whatever. A couple
Yeah,
times,
take
I had
your
to stop and
time, yeah.
stretch or whatever. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what
I
you
covered
do
it.
anyway.
Well, I did it in an hour and a minute. So that was like 13 minutes off my PR for a 10K.
Well, I mean, just getting back into it. That's all you're doing is looking
All
to
I'm
get
doing
back
is
into
covering
this
some
thing.
distance and
Cover some
trying to
distance and
do
enjoy
it
my
yourself.
cardio.
Get your cardio
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Just get
Right.
fit. Do it consistently.
Yeah. Be consistent again.
That's the thing.
That's the thing with running is it's a lot of it is just putting in the miles and staying as consistent as possible.
Consistent. The
Yeah.
speed will come.
All of that
Keep
will come
telling
back.
myself.
It's like riding a bike.
I gotta keep looking at what I said. Oh, I'm too fast. Well, I'm already.
Yeah.
Like I'm taking off now. A couple, 3
Yeah.
weeks ago it was 12 and 13 minutes the first mile. You know what I mean? Now
Right.
I'm under 10, so
Nice.
it's coming back.
Good deal. Cool.
You're gonna do a race on next Saturday.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna
St.
race.
Patty's
I'm
Day.
just gonna
Don't
pro-
race it.
I'm
Just
just
go
gonna
there and
pro-
just
yeah, I
enjoy the
can't
community. You're gonna see all your bunch
I
of your
just want to
friends.
have
You know,
that feeling again. You know,
Yeah.
towing the line.
The
going along,
5K.
relaxing,
I haven't-
getting through it, and
I haven't towed the line in going on 3 years. Well, I walked a couple few when I was sick. You know,
yeah.
Right.
But the Thanksgiving and stuff.
I remember seeing you
The
there.
Math, the dash
Yep.
with the IV bag hanging off my thigh.
Did you dress up as anything, or were
No,
you just
I
Gilly?
just dressed up as me. That's scary enough.
Oh,
Oh goodness! So why don't we take a little break,
we'll take a break.
and then
Right.
we'll come back. We'll ask you a few more questions, get a little bit more into your comeback story.
Okay, sounds
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. We're back.
We're back.
Yeah.
All right, welcome back.
Welcome back,
We're
folks.
talking to our good pal Gilly,
Gilly.
and we just heard a little bit about some of your injuries in the past and your kind of comeback story. So let's get a little bit into your support system, right? So you went through all these like ups and downs, but throughout it, did you have anybody kind of cheering you on, pushing you through?
You post up stuff on social media, and we got a pretty good sized running community here. Great people, you know.
Mhm.
Just the best thing I ever did was join in this club. You know?
Yeah, it's a good crew.
Yeah, it's a great crew. It's huge.
Yeah.
And in Providence here, it's just it's a great running community. You know?
Yep.
You get out there on a run, you always see somebody. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I like is that there are a lot of, we have our run club, right?
Yeah.
But there are other run clubs out there.
Yes, there
and
are.
some really cool people.
And you know them too.
Yeah, you know them and you see them at different events or you see them around town and, you know,
Absolutely.
it's really cool. You know,
Absolutely.
everyone's friendly. There's
Right.
there's
Kinda
some
helps being in a
competitiveness,
small
but that's
state, too,
okay.
I think,
Yeah,
you know what I
right,
mean?
exactly.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I think that's what I really like about it. The community, it's fun.
I feel
Just
like
class.
runners in general are all part of kind of like a club.
Yes,
You know?
exactly.
Absolutely.
Like
exactly.
everybody who's whether you're like the elite athlete who's running 420 miles, or you're like just starting out doing a 5K for the first
I
time.
agree.
You're all kind of you've gone through the same thing. You know,
Yeah.
everybody started at zero,
Yep.
Yep.
and everybody's kind of gone through that journey of getting to wherever they're at. So I think the running club thing. Yeah, you have your little niches. You have your own running club in your community,
Yeah.
but as a whole, I feel like everybody's part of our run club.
Yes.
Our own club.
I think so. I think so.
Exactly.
And there are certain characteristics that all runners share.
Right.
Like they all get freaked out when they're injured, right?
Or they just keep
Everybody,
running.
they're
and
Or
all
they keep running.
self-diagnosing.
Yeah, they self-diagnose and,
Yeah.
or
Anybody
they'll
can
run
tell me
through
what
an
you can do
injury.
with this
Yeah.
hamstring? Yeah,
Yeah.
go see your doctor.
Right.
That's the best thing you can do.
Yep.
Don't listen to anybody else because everybody's different. Go see your doctor.
Go see your doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen to your body. If you get something
Listen to
that
your
pops
body.
up, get
Yeah.
it checked out.
Don't listen to anybody else.
Absolutely. So you are gonna do like a 5K coming up, right?
Yeah, Saturday, yeah.
Do you have any like lofty goals in the future, or is it just to like
I
get
just
back into this
get
thing?
back to
and-
where I was,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
training for a marathon. And
That's
Do you want to do Chicago again? Is that the goal?
I want to do something,
Yeah.
but I don't know if I'm going to do that again right now. I'd like to get the shot at it again.
Yeah.
I think maybe it was a little bad luck there, and the next one I'll do something local.
Do
Yeah.
something local.
Before I go sinking all that money into going away
I
for a week.
remember.
The hotel
That was the year
room
my
and-
wife did it, and I was like pissed that you weren't there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I was pretty upset.
Yeah.
So
I wasn't there.
yeah,
I was in the
exactly.
hospital.
I know. I was pissed. I was like, what the hell?
pissed
How
at the
did that happen?
situation. Pissed at
Right.
the
How did
situation.
that happen?
Exactly. I don't know, man. But
And I was in good shape.
you were fit. I remember that, and I was like pumped to cheer everybody on because I wasn't running. I got to just watch,
Yeah.
and so I was
I was
excited.
very happy where I was at in my running career
Yeah.
at that point. You know?
So we will get you back there, my
Oh, yeah, I'm
friends.
going to get back there. Guaranteed.
Absolutely.
One way or the other.
So you'll do a local 5K, then you'll maybe jump up, do a couple of longer distances.
Yeah, man, I'm up to get maybe a half in this year. Maybe by the fall I'll be able to maybe be a little competitive at it. You know?
Fall's a good
Cool.
time for it
Yeah.
too. It's a great time for a half marathon. Any kind of race.
Do you have a favorite distance that you like?
I like the half marathon. You know,
Right.
I really do.
Do you remember your first half marathon?
I remember.
I'd like to
my
hear a little
first
bit more
half
about that
Do you
because I
wanna
think it's a
tell
great
us-
story.
Tell us about your first ever half marathon.
When I hear about that experience.
Well, Eric used to be into the trail running, which I like to run the trail still.
Me too.
And so we
Yeah,
got
I
into
do
we
love
got
it.
into the winter, the fourth season there,
Yeah.
and it was they finished off the year with the half in Big River.
Okay.
And I told him, I said, I'm gonna get in that. He goes, ah.
I don't know if your first
Your
half
first
marathon
one?
should be
I
a
said-
trail run, you know?
Because it's a totally different
I had a
beast,
couple
right?
trail. I think I did the 10K or whatever.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
year. I thought, I can do it. You had to get ready to send the National Guard out looking for me.
I
I got lost. I fell off. That was the first time I fell. I fell 3 times in that.
Yeah, see, that's the thing.
Yeah.
A half marathon, you get
Trails are
tired,
tough.
it's
One of
tougher
my-
to pick your
Yeah,
legs
once
up.
I got back to the finish line, there was a guy that I was running with him for quite a while, you know? And he goes, what happened here? I said, you didn't hear me hit the ground, guy?
Is that loud noise? That was me.
That was me hitting
hitting
me.
the ground.
Right.
Well, you got lost though, right?
I got
it wasn't
lost. There
well
was a
marked.
spot.
or something,
And Eric
or-
said he got
I
lost in
got
that
lost
spot,
too.
too.
I was running around in circles for like 20 minutes trying to figure out
Yeah,
where
he
the
was
hell I was
waiting for
supposed
the,
to
what
go.
was that? Eric, who was you running against?
Oh,
there?
Narcissi or something.
Yeah, Narcissi. And he said he waited for him to come up, and that guy, he made a comment about that.
Yeah.
He was waiting for me. I caught him, and just to see him take off.
Right, yeah.
That
I
was
tried
fun.
to figure out where I was going, and then once I figured
Yeah,
it
it
out,
was
I could
crazy.
keep
There was a
going.
rock there or something, and I don't know.
It was tough because
So you get lost, and then you're paying attention to where you're going,
Yeah.
And it's so
Slowing
easy to
down, yeah.
lose your traction or trip over something.
I think it took me a little over 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had a big PR that
Right,
year.
I was gonna. I
That's right.
said after your
I
first
had a
one, you're
big PR when I
definitely
ran
gonna
the,
PR.
Do you feel like you
Yeah,
did more
one-
than a half marathon?
What's that?
Do you feel like you did more than a half marathon in distance
You
that
probably
day?
did.
Oh, yeah,
You probably
that's-
covered a lot more.
Yeah.
But that's cool. Automatic PR though, right? You know,
That's it.
first time around.
And then your
Yeah.
second one was Surf
Crossed
Town
it. Surf
in
Town. Yeah.
Westerly.
Beautiful
right?
course. Beautiful.
Yeah.
I love that
Lovely
Yeah,
course.
Surf Town. Crushed it. For me, it was.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that. That was a good day.
Yeah,
That
that
was
was
a
a
good
nice day. Then the third, then we did that year. We went up to Bar Harbor,
Oh yeah,
and we did the what's that one?
Mount Desert Island.
Mount Desert
Yes.
Island.
Yeah.
Heard it's
That was a pretty good
good.
race. I had a shot to take. Oh, I took third place in my age group in that.
Nice.
There you go.
In Bar Harbor.
Nice.
Yeah, like my second year running.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's crazy.
See, that just shows me you have like an innate talent that just wasn't tapped into
Maybe.
until you're a little, you know.
That's
If you
awesome.
ran when you were 18, who knows,
Who
man?
knows, yeah. I'd be able
Who
to hang
knows?
around with some of these other older guys, but yeah,
Well, you got fresh legs.
not
Yeah.
that fresh.
Oh,
I just
goodness.
want them to get back to where they were.
Right.
That's all, you know. But,
So your half
the
marathon
process.
is like your favorite.
yeah, I like that distance. Because
It's a good
It's
distance,
a nice
yeah.
distance because most of the time on our long run, we're covering that distance anyways. What, 10, 12,
Right,
30.
right.
You know what I mean?
Very
It's a
close. Yeah.
comfortable distance.
The marathon is a
Yeah.
whole different beast.
A whole different ballgame.
Yeah, yeah.
There's two of those. But I'm
Right.
going to do one.
Oh, totally.
I have to do one.
You have to.
You know, you have to do it.
Yeah.
You've done one, right?
Yeah, but I haven't done it in years.
I feel like
I don't love that distance. Though.
I don't
That's
like
the thing
it.
with me. But yeah, it's years ago that you know.
Yeah, I don't like it. I feel like it's one like a distance. If you're a runner, you just do one at least to
Just do
see
one,
what
yeah.
it's like,
Right.
and then go from there.
Go from there. If you like it, keep it up. Do it again. You know. But,
Yeah.
I
you know,
had big aspirations for Chicago. Too. I probably wasn't gonna, but
Oh, hey.
all I was thinking
Still
about was DQing, you know? But
Right, right.
that would have been something.
Hell yeah! Then you
For
do
a
another one.
DQ, you know? But
Right.
probably wouldn't have happened, but that's all. That's why it's all I wanted back then.
Do the BQ and then do Boston, and that's it.
That's it.
I remember Bryna said her favorite distance was the marathon.
Yeah.
Which I found like blew my mind.
yes.
Because like,
Yes, she loves that
I know how
distance.
much work I've had to put in for the marathon, and like,
But you're cruising when you're
I don't
doing
know,
that
man.
too.
yeah, just like it just becomes like another job, you know, training for it.
It's so
That's-
time consuming.
That's the thing that I find the hardest about trying to be a competitive runner. You know, if you want to train for this marathon and you work full time,
Especially in you're a carpenter,
Yeah,
right? So
yeah.
like you're on your feet all day, lifting
All day.
stuff,
I'm not-
climbing ladders.
all day long, we're moving stuff around, building stuff, but you know, you can still do it.
Right. It must make it harder though,
It makes it pretty hard.
especially if you
Pretty
like.
tired a lot.
Right, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like you
Yeah.
figure you do a long day of work, and then you gotta get your miles
I
in.
gotta go again. Like
gotta
tonight,
squeeze
just
it in.
saying, I gotta get home. I gotta run. I have that feeling again now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I have to run every day.
Sweet.